Hello, you guys. What's up? Let me see who's up. I just randomly got on and it's late. Hey, Letitia. I know I had not been on all day. Don't start nothing. It won't be nothing, Remy. Go on. Go on. I'm not. Go on. Who else is on here? I had not been on all day because I just got home. So I was like, let me see who is up and just hop on right quick. What y'all have going on today? What's been going on? Hey, Natty Rose. Yeah, it's late. I've been sleeping. Late. I be sleeping soon. Remy showing out for what? She started showing out as soon as I got on here. She was laying on the couch, and as soon as I got on here, she went and got her toy and walked up to me and started growling. Hey, new to you. Hey, little Miss Muffin. Teresa Kane, Reginald Johnson. What's going on, you guys? I had not been on all day. I did a couple things today. I went and got my hair done today. Y'all know I took my braids out, and it took me 2 days to do that. I was looking like Aquanisha. Hey, Miss Diane. And so I went and got my hair braided. And then, I thought I was going to get to go do some more stuff. And then I ended up having to, go out and do some work. So on a case. So, and I just finished. And I'm so tired. Remy, something else. We ain't did nothing to. I'm telling you, y'all ain't did nothing to Remy. She is something else for real. She's something else for real. So what's been going on today? Nothing. I had not even checked into YouTube today. I don't know because I've been going. I had to go. Yeah, because I was out early. I was out early. I had to go shoot a commercial for somebody. And then once I finished with that, I went to the beauty shop. And then after I finished with that, I had to go out on a case. My life is, I'm not going to complain though. Because when I went to the beauty shop today, you talk about divine connections. I had been saying that, it was some stuff that I've been saying that I wanted to do. And I was like, I want to get into doing this, and that. I'm ready to expand, just do some expansions. And when I went to the beauty shop today, and I almost canceled again because I finally took the braids out, and then I just had my hair back in a ball. Because y'all know I normally get the twist, but I had been wearing the braids. I'm going back to the whenever I go back and get my braids or whatever, I'm getting the twist because the braids just take too long to take out. And I was looking like Aquanisha. I was having to take my hair and take it over to one side and pin down the puffiness because y'all know I'm natural up under my hair. I had taken them out in the middle, looking like straight up Aquanisha. And so I was having to hide it. Y'all know who Aquanisha is. Y'all remember when on Tyler Perry's my dear's family reunion on the play when Brown came over there with his daughter and his daughter's name was Aquanisha. One side of her hair was perm, the other side of her hair was in an afro puff, was nappy. Aquanisha, that's who I was looking like. One side of my hair had braids down, the other side didn't. I had to pin it down and take the braids and pull it over to the side to cover up the puffiness. I was tired. And then I had taken them out, some out in the middle too. So, child, I was looking like Aquanisha. I was tired too. And I've been, and as soon, like, before I could get out of, like, after I went and did a commercial for one of my clients, then I went to the beauty shop. And then, as she was almost finished. And it was a divine connection in there because I ended up meeting a lady who, um, she used to be on this TV show called this. They had some dancing. It was national. She had a dance squad. She had a dance team, and she used to be on this TV show with the lady down in Jackson, Mississippi, that had the dancing prancers or something. I forgot what they call it. And we ended up having a conversation. Like she came and she started sitting. She was like, "I could just tell from looking at you, you got a sweet spirit." I was like, "Well, thank you." I didn't know who. When I looked at her, I was like, "That lady looks familiar." I didn't really know who she was. And so she sat down. She was just really friendly. My beautician was doing my hair, and like my beautician, when she starts to do our hair, she's in she has a room, but it has a big glass in it. It's like an intimate room. So when she came in there and started sitting down, I was like, oh Lord, like this, she distracted my beautician, because I be liking to sit there with my eyes closed and get my hair done. Cause I be doing something all the time. Like when I go get my hair done, when I go get my nails and toes done, like sometimes that's really the only time that I really get to sit down and have some peace in my mind, and when I'm buying some heels, right? Other than that, I'm always doing something. The Dancing Dolls, right? She was on that show. And so she started talking, and she just kept talking, and she just kept talking. And I don't know if a lot of people know it. Like I'm real shy and reserved. If you see me, like I do my shows and stuff off of here, I'm very quiet. And sometimes it used to get people offended because they felt like I was being stuck up. That's not true. I've just always been shy and reserved, real quiet. Seriously, real quiet. You can't hardly get me to talk. And and so she just kept on until she got me to talk. But I'm so happy that I did, because I found out, like, she got me walked to her car, and my beautician was like, she told me who she was. I was like, wow, she looked familiar. And so then, she was like, she retired, and she gave her team, sold her team or something something went on, but she's got this other position. And I'm so happy that I had the opportunity to talk to her, because it was some stuff I had been praying about. Like every night when I pray, I have been putting some stuff before God as it relates to my business, because it's not easy being a business owner. It's not, and I'm not talking about, like, I have to say, like, for me, like a lot of people complaints would be having business sporadically, right? That's not my complaint. Mine is having too much, or like not turning any business down. Like I have this thing about, I don't turn down no business, and I hate that, because I don't ever know when there may be a payment, right? I always go, well, I'm gonna take this month off. I'm gonna take the month of August off. I'm gonna take the month of September. I never do it, because I go, with dog, I'm getting all these calls. If I don't take it, what if I don't get no calls next month? Like that's how I am. But God just always, give me an abundance. Really. God always gives me an abundance. And so I was sitting there talking to her. She was and she made me talk to her, because I wanted to sit there with my eyes closed. I was like, oh Lord, this lady mean she gonna talk to me. She came into the room that my beautician was in doing my hair. She was working on my head, and I had my eyes closed, and I started closing my eyes and rocking my head, and she was insistent on talking to me. And I'm so happy that I talked to her, because I found out that she just took a position, and it was a really big position. And I had been on my knees. I was like, God, I'm ready. I want to expand, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. And it's going to give me the opportunity to give more people jobs. And I want to, like, I've been praying, written the vision down and made it plain. And then I started praying about it and stuff. And so talking to her, like with the position that she has, like just talking to her, she was just very open, and she's an African American lady. She was very open about what I would need to do, and like with her position, she could be very influential in helping me to do that and making that come to pass. So I was like, God, thank you, because she was, like I said, the God sent her up in there, because I show. And here's the thing, she didn't even have an appointment today, because when my beautician, she called my beautician at the last minute, and she was like, because she got on one of those wigs. What do you call it when you tape the wig down in the front with the baby hair? Lace front wigs. She Her lace front had it started to pop up, and she was like, I was in the area, and I was like, let me get her to fix that, because I don't know how to do it. Maybe God sent her in there because God knew I was in there, and because of what I have been praying for. Yes, because of what I have been praying for. And that's why I always say, like, when I say I'm not going to get on YouTube and crawl into no barrels, although you had people that have violated me on here and things, that it's just because they're bottom feeders. A lot of them, when people are used to being in the gutter, they don't know anything any better to do. But when I say I'm not going to crawl into barrels, I mean that, because I don't have to crawl into barrels. That's just, even if I didn't have anything else going on YouTube, I'm not going to, outside of YouTube, I mean, I'm not going to crawl into barrels. That's just not my personality. For what? Some crumbs? It's just some things, like, when people have standards, there are certain things that they just don't do. And crawling into a barrel on YouTube, I'd rather do what was necessary, like get stuff in order. Like I've always been, as far as like my paperwork and things of that nature. Now, if you start looking at some other stuff, you might say, like, I have to have people come in and clean my office and, do some stuff in there. But as far as my writing skills and like keeping things in order, and always notating stuff and reading up on what to do, I've always been very organized as it relates to that. And so when I say I'm not going to crawl into barrels, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do what's necessary, because violating people is against the law. I'm going to do what's necessary to make sure you go to jail, because I shouldn't have to get on YouTube and be violated, nor should I walk outside of my house and be violated. Nobody should. And what makes anybody else feel like that they have their right, just because they feel like you're going to take something from them, or or they're intimidated? I don't know. So when people have other things going on, they don't crawl into barrels. And then you just have to have the right type of mindset. Like, that's why I don't like, it's only a certain amount of, like, I don't I've always been very, I don't know, isolated. Like, as far as being like, what's the word that I'm looking for? As far as being like having, like, I've always admired people who know how to walk into a room, and they just own the room. They got that jovial personality. They know how to talk to people. Like, I've always admired that, because I'm not that. Like, I walk into a room, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand up against the wall, because I have a paranoia of a lot of people. I have to stand up against the wall, because I don't want people standing behind me. Like, it's, people are different. People don't ever really know how you are. And I'm always really quiet, and people will walk up to me though. But I admire, especially women who know how to walk into a room and they own it, and they know how to talk to people, and it's like they've been knowing them forever. I love that, because I've never been able to do that. I'm gonna walk into a room and get into a corner and just sit there and size the room up. That's just how I am. But I always admire people that know how to do that. To me, that's a gifting, that everybody don't have. Yes, I've always been a loner. I've always been a loner. Right. I have to see everything that's going on around me. But I guess the gift would be is that I can always sense when something is getting ready to happen. Like, I don't know, it's when there's a vibe, I'll go, oh, I gotta go. It's something that's not right. Like, I pay people close attention. I can always hone in on when people. I'll go, okay, when that's not right over there. They acting a little funny. I got to go. I've always been able to do that. And my cousins will be like, dog, as soon as you left, such and such did something, something popped up. How you know that was gonna happen? I was like, I don't know. The energy just felt different to me. I was watching people and their movements. I had to go. Me too. I'm a loner too. I'm a loner. I guess the thing that I do, my profession is it fits my I guess it fits my personality too. Being real secretive about stuff. Hey D Cat Daddy. Yes, your intuition is just the spirit of God. Um that's what I think. It's just the spirit of God just quickening your spirit, you know. Your the thing that we call intuition is the spirit of God working through us, trying to tell us to take heed to something. Like your vibrations are not off. You can always feel when the energy is different. That's the Holy Spirit just letting you know that something has changed. There, if you stay in tune to God, God would never allow anything to creep up on you because we're in the image of God anyways. When people say, "Well, I'm a God," well, we're many gods. We are not the God. We are many gods because he said he made us in his image. So that's why I always talk about when I talk about dreams. I always talk about that a lot because it's amazing to me. Like I remember I started having dreams. Um, I can remember starting to have dreams and then it coming to pass like when I was about 16 years old, and I kid you not, it scared me a lot. Like I would dream that somebody was gonna die and they would die. I can remember, or sometimes I would dream that somebody. At first, it was like I would dream that somebody was gonna have a baby. Every time I dreamed that there was a baby born, somebody would die. I remember my dad's sister, the one that's the police lieutenant downtown. She's one of his younger sisters, and I remember she got married, and my aunt to her first husband, and that was years ago. My aunt had all her nieces in her wedding because she's not that much older than us. I think my auntie, she's one of my dad. She's not the youngest. She's next to the youngest. I think she's about 9 years older than us, 8 or 9 years older. She got married. She had all of her nieces and her sisters in the wedding, right? So all of her older nieces. So it was me and my one of my other sisters and some of my other uncle's daughter and her sister. And I remember when her first husband, they were high school sweethearts. He was so sweet. He loved her. Like he did anything she said. I remember him. I remember I would say his name, but folks would be trying to dig up, because his name is unique. They'll be looking at her, oh, that's her auntie. I see the bureau she work in. That's how sick these folks is. They be looking for anything. Okay. And which I don't give a damn because she don't do nothing but cuss them out, file some charges on them if they call down there trying to harass her. Okay. But I remember they got married. And about 6 months later, because she was about 24 years old, and they finally got married. And I remember that night, I had a dream that I don't know. I was like 16. Yeah, I was like 16 years old. And I remember that night I had a dream that I was having a baby, and the baby, it's weird. I never forgot it. And the baby had blood all over it. I kid you not. And it was a girl. And I remember in the dream being in the hospital, and the doctor said, "It's a girl." I remember it just like it was yesterday. And my grandmother came into the room, and this was what was happening as I was having the dream. My grandmother had woke me up, and she was like, "Wake up, wake up." She was like, "Your uncle just died." I said, "My uncle who?" Like when my grandma woke me up out of my sleep as I was having that dream, it scared me. She said, "Your uncle just died." I said, "Who?" She said, "Your auntie, my auntie I was just telling y'all about." And I'll just call her Jay. Your auntie Jay, husband was just killed in a car wreck. He was coming home from work, and he was coming home from work, and he fell asleep at the wheel and had a wreck, and it killed him instantly 6 months after they got married. She was a young widow, like, and right after she found out, after he was killed in a car wreck, she found out that she was pregnant. Of course, that was because, let's see, how old is Jazz? Jazz is like 26, so that had to be about 27 years ago, right? I think, yeah, 20, or maybe 20, let's see. I might have been 14 or 16, but um Jazz might be 25 or something like that, 20 something, 26. But anyways, just the idea, like, I remember that, and I remember then I started having dreams like that back to back. Like every time I would dream that somebody was having a baby, somebody would die, and it scared me. And then as I got older, it started to change. Like if I dreamed that somebody was going to die, they actually died. If I dreamed that somebody was pregnant, they was actually pregnant. And so, I remember my mother telling me, like, she dreamed, no, she could dream dreams too. And right before my dad's mom died, I remember her telling me that she was really gifted in dreams also. And this lady once told me, when I started working for the sheriff's office, she was like, "Have you ever thought about, like, seeing, doing like an ancestral situation, having them to see who your ancestors were?" She said, "I bet if you had somebody to one of these go to one of these ancestral companies or whatever, and they started digging into your family's background, going all the way back." She said, "I'm willing to bet that some of your ancestors or whatever were like fortune tellers or something like that. They probably had the gift of seeing stuff." Like I said, I've always, if I feel something, I don't know why, it's just, if I feel it, God will always show me later on, you know, why, even though I've being a human being, like, we override a lot of what God tells us, because sometimes we know just as well that something is not right, and we'll overlook it. We like to give people passes. I go, that person said that. And because, and I'm gonna say, for an example, like one of my friends, who has quickly becoming like one of my sisters, has said to me one day, she was like, "Tam, I don't like the way that person did that. That person was trying to make you look bad. I don't like that. I didn't like the way they did that to you. That was just, I think they was just trying to kind of make you look bad." And it was funny when she said it, when the person said it, it was something about the energy of it that made me feel a certain way, but I kind of overrode my feelings and was like, well, maybe, they didn't mean it like that. Maybe, even though God quickened my spirit to let me know that when that person put that into the atmosphere, they was actually trying to throw me up under the bus to make me look bad in a slick way, because that's what people do. You extend an olive branch to them, and they be slick jealous of you and try to throw you up under the bus to make you look bad. And people that's really blunt, she caught that. She's like, I didn't like that. That person was trying to make you look bad, and I never said nothing to them about that. It was just that when that person did it, God quickened my spirit to let me know that wasn't right. Why would they get up there on your platform and say that if they weren't trying to make you look bad to your subscribers? Okay. And it did make me feel a certain way, but I was like, well, maybe not. You know how sometimes you override what the Spirit of God has already allowed you to feel. That's why I always say, when people say, well, my first mind told me that wasn't your first mind. That was the Spirit of God quickening your spirit to let you know that something was not right. That's true, D Cat Daddy. Good-hearted people have a habit of giving people the benefit of the doubt. And a lot of times, if I don't catch it at the door, because a lot of times I catch stuff at the door and I go, I want nothing to do with that person. But if they get past the door, you're right. You go, well, maybe they didn't mean it like that. When all of the time God has made you feel a certain way when they said it, because it was some slick stuff going on. That's why I always say, when people say my first mind told me that, no, that was the Spirit of God that told you that, and you overrode that. That's why I say don't override it. When you feel something, you're not feeling it for nothing. Like when I just like, because I'll say with my investigative company, I get a lot of cases from women that have husbands that they think are cheating, and then they'll hire us to see what they have going on, and they'll ask me all these questions and this and that and this, and I go, well, let me ask you something, because you with that man every day. Do you think he's cheating? You tell me if he's cheating. Because if they're not in denial, they'll go, he is. He's doing something that he shouldn't be doing. Oftentimes they already know it. They just be needing us to tell them who it is, because God has already allowed them to feel it. Oh Lord, my leg hurt me too. I've been sitting in a car all day. Let's see, since 3. They always say, if you dream about fish, your baby will be born. If you dream about babies, someone would die. Yeah. My mother used to always say that when she dreamed about fish, though, somebody was pregnant. But my mother is very gifted. Like, I don't know what kind of relationship that my mother has with God. All I could say is that I want it. I've never in my life known for her to go to God about something and it didn't come to pass, especially as it relates to justice for a injustice committed against you. Like, I was talking to her about something earlier today because something happened, and I feel like some people trying to do some stuff to me. You know how people can be in business. And I was talking to her about it today. And so she was like, well, you already know what you got to do. She was like, when you started telling me about some stuff that they was doing before, I felt funny, but I didn't want to have you, second guessing stuff. She was like, but it's time for you to just start going to God and pray. Like, my mother has, I'll never forget, my mom was working for this company, and my mother has always been very, very reserved. She does not judge people, and she's very unassuming, and she is not confrontational, period. Okay. And so anyway, sometimes when you're quiet, people think that you are weak. And so I remember some stuff was going on her job, and she would come home and she would be real, she'd be real quiet. I remember because I was probably like a teenager. And so for she talked about it maybe for a couple days, and then she stopped talking about it. And I remember asking her, was it still going on? She said, yeah, it's still going on. I said, well, I don't hear you talk about it no more. She said, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. She said, God told me not to talk about it. And she got a habit of doing it now. She said, God told me not to talk about it. I'm getting up at 5 a.m. And my mother has been doing that for years. I would see her at the end of her bed up at 5 a.m. in meditation and prayer with her Bible. I kid you not, those people, when my mother did that, I remembered this specifically, this situation, because we was kind of familiar with the people. And they was really trying to backstab her because they wanted a position. My mother got quiet. She was getting up at 5 a.m. at the end of her bed, going into meditation and prayer. 2 weeks later, I always remember this, 2 weeks later, those people was walked out of that job. They was walked out of that job. Something went on where they got to arguing with some of the managers, and they walked them out of there. I was like, my God, it has never failed. It has never failed. I remember when I was going through the Memphis Police Academy, and there was this officer, because I had worked for the police department in the investigative unit as a transcriptionist before I got there. There was this officer who, when I got out there at the time, they had transferred him out to the academy. And a lot of times, with the recruits, then, I'm just saying then, not now, especially with the young ladies, sometimes they would try to be extremely hard on the young ladies because they wanted them to conform. And this particular guy, because I was quiet, some men want you to kiss up to him. I guess he felt like I was arrogant because I was really quiet. I was just firm and quiet. I didn't kiss up to him. I wasn't afraid of nothing. I just, I just minded my business. He didn't like that because he felt like, well, I'm one of the instructors. You kiss up to me if you want to slide by. And I remember I went home one day. He was so hard on me because he was like, you weren't cheering your classmate on when they was running around the track. You was just sitting there. Everybody was cheering them on. Everybody was cheering them on. I was just sitting there. Like, we were all very stressed out in the academy. Hell, they worked us like dogs. It was paramilitary. We exercised. We would be running miles. We would be shooting for hours and hours. Like, you be stressed out as hell. And I remember that day he made me run extra laps. When I was supposed to be studying my law, he would give me words, and then he would count. I want you to write 5,000 words on why you weren't clapping. Like, he was giving me something extra to do every night, and it just kept me stressed out. I had 2 daughters. I was tired. This man was trying to make me break so that I could conform and kiss up to him. Right. And I remember I got home that day. I just bust out the crying to my mama. And she said, don't worry about it. My mother didn't. She said, don't worry about it. I remember my mama got up and went in her room. It upset her just that bad. She didn't say nothing. She just got up and went in her room. When I got up that morning to get ready, to get my girls ready for school, get ready to go, to work at the academy, to training, my mother was sitting at the end of her bed. Okay. A few months later, he was removed from the academy, probably about 2 months later, and he was on the news, and they had suspended him for drunk driving. So you have to be, when I say you have to be careful about who you mess with, like some of these folks on here get ready to go to jail for violating me and they don't even realize it. You have to be careful about who you mess with. You don't know, when I say that, you don't know the praying. Like, you don't know who that person got praying for them. You'll mess around and have a heart attack putting your mouth on the wrong person. That's why you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful. It don't take nothing to leave people alone. But some people, I know a lot of people have mental illnesses. A lot of them are on drugs real bad. And a lot of them are just evil and pathetic. They used to being low down. Okay. They want to bully people. And that's how people keep themselves in the hole all the time, because they don't know how to leave people alone. Because one thing for sure, you're gonna reap what you sow. You never get by. You never get by. It always comes back around. That's why I'm always very meticulous. Like, if I cuss, I might cuss somebody out, but it's got to be because they've done something low down. But as far as taking time out of my day, I do private investigative work all day, every day. Anything that I could want to find, I can find it because I got the systems to find it. Okay. I would be crazy to be sitting up trying to find out something about somebody, especially I ain't being paid. I do it for my clients. I had a man call me yesterday and paid me to run some phone numbers for him, to do a phone number report for him. But you think I would have been trying to do a phone number report on somebody that had not paid me, or this person on YouTube? I wonder, I want to find some dirt on them. I'd be a damn fool. That's something the crazy people do. It ain't nowhere in the world I want to know about what nobody else got going on. As stressful as my life, because I really do have other stuff. I really do have stuff going on in my life. I'd be crazy as hell to be sitting up trying to find dirt on somebody just to be doing it. Oh, I'm getting ready to run their name, see what they got going on. I know a lot of these motherfuckers ain't shit. Lord, forgive me for saying it. But I don't want to know about it. My life hectic enough. I don't want to know if it don't concern me. I don't give a damn. I don't want, if you say, I don't want to know your last name. I don't want to know. Especially if you are not a threat to me. Now, if I feel like you're going to be a problem, of course. And I know when people are going to be a problem, because I know when they just got that gutter sickness in them. I go, that's going to be a problem right there. I need to go ahead and walk that down so that I can already be armed to go ahead and do what's necessary, because that's going to be a problem. You know when people are sadistic, because God will quicken your spirit to let you know. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn my heat off. Me getting a whooping. Okay, y'all. Whew. This young man threatened me last night. I said, "You want God?" I said, "You don't want God." I'm telling you, God says, when I get them back, you're gonna see me get them back. A lot of these people, they go through stuff. Not everybody. They I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't had nothing to drink all day, because when you on a surveillance, You can't drink nothing because you'll have to go to the restroom. You can't go to the restroom when you're sitting in the car trying to surveil somebody. But I love that 50% less orange juice at Aldi's. That's all I like to drink. I'm telling you, it tastes good. It's got 50% less sugar. Whew, that orange juice be so good. That's my favorite orange juice. And what was I getting ready to say? I was getting ready to say something to y'all. Oh, a lot of stuff that these people said wear a diaper. You know what? I've heard some investigators say they do that. I can't wear no diaper though. I'm telling you, I can't do it. I can't wear no diaper. A lot of stuff that people go through, you hear people say, well, you know, the devil is a lie. The devil is messing with my family. And my husband can't even talk. My husband acting a fool on me. And the devil done came and messed with my finances. And I'm just going through. He said he did driving trucks. So oh my God. And I be saying to myself, no, you a lie. You just reaping what you sow. Some of these folks be reaping what they sow. And they'll be saying, pray for me. Just keep me lifted in prayer. I'm going through, the devil attacking me. And some people are so self-righteous that when they go through, they don't think about, I'm reaping what I sow for all the bad stuff that I do to people. You got some folks, God bless them with jobs and positions as supervisors, and they become a supervisor and start cracking the damn whip. They forget about that they was once just an employee also. You see what I mean? But they feel like now that I'm a supervisor, they gonna kiss my ass, or I'm gonna make life hell for them. When people ain't got time to be kissing nobody else's ass. People have other things going on in their life and they come to work to do a job. They have other things. They have kids that be acting the damn fool. They got a husband at home that whine and stuff all the time. They got bills and stuff to pay. They ain't got time to be sitting up stroking some supervisor's ego. They don't even understand God has given them that position to be a light. Because what we do is not about us. It's always about God and glorifying the kingdom of God. That's it. That's all. Folks forget about that we are human beings that are just passing through. And we're here to be a light to the world. But everybody's so selfish and you see nothing but darkness. That's how you know the enemy is walking around. We're supposed to be loving on each other. We're supposed to be exchanging love energies, but people love things now. They don't love people. That's the reason why they can take money for hits to kill people and go get things. The world is just really kind of messed up right now. But a lot of people don't understand that what they're doing is they're reaping what they sow. And you mess around and put your mouth and your hands on the wrong person, especially if that person has come from a lineage, a line of Holy Ghost praying people that knew how to pray and seal covenants in heaven with God, especially as it relates to their children and their children's children. You mess around and say something about them and you will have a stroke and die. It's a lot of people God has put in positions so that they can bless somebody else. If you get promoted to supervisor, it ain't just about you and you making some more damn money. It's about God has put you there to bless somebody else because somebody else has been on their face praying that you don't even know about. And God has put you there to make sure that person is promoted, to get them to where they supposed to be. It's always about the connections. God put us there so that we can glorify his kingdom. That person has been praying. I put you there so that you can bless that person. But people get jealous. Well, if I promote her, she might surpass me. Sometimes it's meant for them to surpass you. People don't even think about that. Everybody ain't supposed to be up under you. If you get them a hand up, oftentimes they will surpass you because something God has put on the inside of them, they will surpass you to make things better for everybody. Some things you just can't do because you ain't got it in you. But God uses you as a vessel to be a part of it. And people don't even look at that. Well, they had surpassed me. I ain't going to promote her because she's going to go further than me because she's smart. That's the reason why so many people left behind, they are not doing what they are supposed to do. They so scared of somebody passing them. Everybody ain't going to be up under you. They just ain't. But you missing your calling and you miss out on your blessings. You could be a whole lot further too if you did what you were supposed to do. But instead, people want to put their thumb on top of other people because they feel like they God. Well, I ain't gonna do it. You could have been living in your big house in your mansion if you had obeyed God, but you're trying to hold somebody else back. Something you won't be able to do for long, because if God puts you somewhere to do something for somebody and you don't do it, God gonna move you out the way. That's why you see a lot of people getting demoted. He blessed them and put them there to be a blessing, and then they got there and became selfish. They too busy worrying about the wrong stuff. They be sitting up worried about who coding who. Well, I don't like her because they said she was going with such and such. Instead of people saying, girl, I don't care who that woman go with, I don't want him. They let people pull them right in. A lot of times you go through and you get karma that you ain't even got to go through. Hold on, y'all. Hello? Yeah, I'm at home. Yeah, he finally came out, and then he went on. I guess he went on his way, but we'll be back on him tomorrow though. But yeah, I came on home. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm here. All right. Okay, y'all. Y'all, this world is so evil. Somebody was just telling me they just found a body at a gas station, on the side of a gas station. What is going on in Memphis? What is going on in this world that people feel like they just need to take people out? Like, people are so demonic now that it's sad. They kill somebody and leave them on the side of the gas station building. People problem is they worry so much about everybody else they cannot even worry about themselves. I think everybody has a different gift. Yes, they do need to do something about the crime. Everybody has a different gift. Everybody has a different calling, and people get too caught up in what somebody else got going on, instead of perfecting whatever gifts that God has given them, because any gift can be perfected. But they get so caught up in what somebody else got. You don't know what people have to go through to have what they have. A lot of times, if you knew what a person went through to have what they have, you wouldn't want it because you ain't willing to go through it. That's why when I see some of these folks, and people go, girl, she got a rich husband. I sure wish I had that rich husband. You don't know what that lady going through to be there. And he could very well be treating her right, but you don't know that. You don't know what people go through to have what they have. Okay. Staying focused on your purpose. Right. Staying focused on your purpose. But people don't like to do that. They're so busy trying to dig graves. There's too many grave diggers. But God has been showing people that he is God, just like with this crime. That's why I always I think once people realize what to pray against, you have to know what to pray against. I don't really think people know what to pray against, and then folks stay so busy with trying to live. Sometimes I think they don't care to pray against it, not until he hits home, and that's praying against this drug epidemic, because it's got people doing all types of crazy stuff. I still say it's that demon of drugs that's got people out here doing so much crazy stuff. You got a lot of people that's on heroin. Once they start doing that heroin, their personality changes. That's that demon that overtakes them. It's a spirit. And you can hear it in their voice sometimes. Their voice changes, like their eyes. I watch people's eyes very closely. Their eyes become glassy, and you can see like they become soulless. Like this is what these drugs are doing to them. And that's why I say I hate, as Black people, and I see it in a lot of other races too, white people too. A lot of people have that codependent personality. They always dependent upon something to try and make them feel good, because they don't have any self-worth. Like they don't, they just depend on outside sources. They look for people to validate them by giving them constant praises. Some people will have a fit if you are not consistently praising them. That's a person with a codependent personality. I do this, and that. You ain't praising me. Okay. It's one thing if I say, well, when I say people getting their credit, that's one thing. If a person has something first, it's like I'll say, for instance, like with Player Cole, that video with Lil Migos, he put that video out first. Player Cole should have gotten the credit for that. But what I see is the reason why you're gonna start seeing a lot of people falling, because God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. There's an illusion of them going higher. But the reason a lot of people, they're going to have a hard fall, because they're doing a lot of stuff they shouldn't be doing anyways. And they think don't nobody know it. Okay. But God is going to allow it, because you have somebody, and it happens all the time with smaller channels. People will come to the smaller channels to get all the gems and the jewels from them. And then you can go look at somebody else's channel. You'll go, well, damn, I know I said that. They using your phrases verbatim. And they pick and choose who they want to give credit to, when I know damn well when somebody been listening to my channel, they don't even know how to paraphrase. They'll say my sentences word for word. I know what I have a habit of saying. I know when I put some information out, because I pay close attention. There are some people that I'll go to their pages. I might not ever comment, but I hit the like button. That's showing support. And I go, well, damn, I know that. I just said that. They can't say, well, I was, and I have a habit of saying I was looking at such and such, and just like they said. I'll give them their shout out, but they can't do that. But with certain people, that's what they do. And those are people who are afraid that if I mention this person's name, folks gonna know where I get my information from. Folks gonna know that I am regurgitating everything this person said. And because that person numbers are a little smaller than them, but I'll give this person a shout out because it benefits me. That's the reason why you see people that get to a certain plateau and they never go any higher. And then when God gets ready to bless another person whose numbers are slightly lower, they shoot straight to the sky, because they got the right kind of heart. It's some of these people, they just ain't got no good heart. They just ain't, nah, I'm not gonna give them their credit. But you hear them screaming on every rooftop. I know I said that first and they ain't giving me my credit, but you do the same shit. Some of these people want to pick and choose, and they'll turn around and say, well, such and such said, and when you know damn well that person ain't the one put that out first. But certain people get together, groups of people, and they'll say that because they want to cut the person out. But you can't keep them off my damn page because they already know I know. If I say something, they know I know it. They'll feed off of my energy and see what direction I'm gonna go in, and they'll know it's okay, because I know she know this is the direction I'm gonna go in. Or they'll be going in another direction and they'll change it. That's why you see people, they talk about something, they've been had 3 or 4 different stories because they don't know. Okay. But it don't take nothing. I have subscribers that send me emails and they'll say, Miss T, I ain't trying to start nothing, but I was on such and such channel and you just said this, and I know they got it from your channel. I never say a word. A lot of times I don't even respond. But more people pay attention than folks would ever believe. But I think it's sad when you come to folks, you get, and that's in anything. You get something from somebody and you can't get them your credit, especially if you're a person that holler about you want yours. But I was looking at Player Code. Player Code had said, Player Code put out that video about Grove Hero. When he first talked about what happened between him and Migos, because he's friends with him on his personal Facebook page, he was able to download it. And I saw a whole lot of vloggers lie like they got it from another vlogger with a big name when they know damn well that vlogger got it from him. They wrong as hell, but they knew where he had got it from. And people like that don't be around long because God can't bless them. They have the illusion. They seem it looks okay right now, but they get to a certain plateau and they can't go no further because they ain't right. Okay, because they ain't right. If I've seen something on somebody else's page, I say that, just like I said, with the Lil Migos situation. One of the only vloggers, and she probably was the only one that I had ever heard say anything about Lil Migos was involved in Young Dolph's case, was Fee. Okay? She was the only one. I'd be a damn fool to say, well, that's Alonzo. I just made that name up. I saw that on Lonzo page. He said that because Alonzo got 500 subscribers, and I feel like it's going to be beneficial for me to tell that lie and shout him out in hopes of him shouting me back out. Or because I don't want to give that person the credit because I'm afraid folks are going to go over there to their page. I don't do stuff like that. DK Daddy said that's their way of blackballing because they view that blogger as a threat or competition. You absolutely right. They view that blogger as a threat or competition. Absolutely right. You're absolutely right, D. That's exactly what it is. And that's the reason why certain people hit a certain plateau and they can't go no further. And that very vlogger that they think that they are blackballing, when it's their time, they shoot straight up and surpass them. You can't stop the hand of God. You just can't stop a person from getting what's meant for them anyways. And that's what a lot of these devils don't understand. That's the reason why they know it. That's the reason why they have resorted to trying to kill people. It's vloggers that will try and put hits on other vloggers if they think they're going up. This is how sick these folks is. Well, I know I can't stop them, but I don't want to see it, so I will put a hit on it and I'm a man. You freak. Miss T not trying to change the subject, but there's a woman from Columbus, Ohio who stole a car and two twin babies were in the car. She left one of the baby at an airport in Tennessee. Oh my God. And what did she do with the other baby? Oh God. Yes, indeed. These people sick. Now she left one baby at the airport. I hope she don't go take the other baby and try to raise it or sell it. These folks crazy. They steal babies to sell them. And then you got folks around here talking about, well, I ain't no snitch. Yeah, I know she stole that little newborn baby, but I ain't no snitch. The police has got to do their job. Folks ain't got no type of morals. They pathetic. Normally, um, when did this happen? Because I had gotten an Amber Alert in my phone. It woke me up. I believe it was yesterday morning. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I bet that was the Amber Alert that I got in my phone that woke me up at about 5 in the morning. It started going off, and I got so many phones. I was knocking over stuff because I was looking. I was like, "It's not this phone. It's not that phone." It was constantly going off, and then when I finally got to my other phone, I saw where it was an Amber Alert, but I was running. I didn't even read it. I should have. They believe she is in your area. Is she a female black? Yes, indeed. We're gonna pray for that baby. As a matter of fact, let's pray for safety right now. I'm gonna say a little prayer. Lord, right now I come to you right now in the name of Jesus. Lord, first I ask that you forgive us of all of our sins, all the seen and unseen, all the known and unknown. And I'm doing this because we're all on here. It's 77 of us on here. God says where two or three agree, he will be in the midst. And it is quadruple that of us on here. All of us need to come into agreement and pray for this baby to be brought home safely. God, I ask right now that you wrap your loving arms around that baby, touch the heart of the person that has that baby, allow that person to take that baby to a safe place. Let it be unharmed and healthy. God, we just ask that you allow your angels to come down and just protect and touch and move in the name of Jesus. We're asking for safety. We're asking for you to touch the heart of the person that has the baby. We're asking for the right people to see the baby, God, and call for safety, even if that person's heart is still hardened. We're just asking you to come down, and you could do anything but lie, God. We believe a safe return for that child. I ask that you wrap your loving arms around the parents of that child. Give them the strength to continuously pray and be strong until that baby is home safe and sound. We thank you right now. You said that where two or three agree, you would be in the midst. Where here we are agreeing on your word. We know that you can do anything but lie. We're asking for a safe return, and it is so. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. You have to come into agreement. Learn how to rebuke the devil. The enemy could be rebuked. But ain't nobody rebuking the devil no more. Hold on, y'all. People would start their day greeting case. 1 minute. People would start their day greeting everybody but God. That's true. Decreeing and declaring in Jesus' name. Amen. Elohim have agreed and answered their prayer in Jesus' name. Call it already done. That's right. I never heard of the feds being on a kidnap case as this. Yeah, they do. They will get on a kidnapping case. Then you say the baby was taken from another state. If they cross state lines, yeah, the feds will get involved. Mental illness is or at an all-time high. Yes, it is. Lucifer and his evil angels will be rebuked in Jesus' name more and more. Absolutely, Neo. We pray for God to lessen your load. They think she headed to Mississippi. If they know what kind of car she's driving, they gonna catch her. Mm-hmm. Nine beats, everybody do it different. Um, Please give us the vision to overcome these devils and keep ourselves, our women, and kids safe. Amen. I promise he will if you ask. I have to ask everybody. Yeah. Hold on, you guys. Mm. um, I ask for strength and to stay on the right path. Yeah, we're just kicking it and enjoying ourselves. Whew, Lord have mercy. I know someone who knows the mother, and she a young single, was door dashing, left the car running. People are bashing her, and she said she was just trying to work to take care of her babies. People shouldn't be bashing her. She had her babies in the car with her. All she did was run up to the door. This year, the only thing I'm doing for Christmas is my Venezuelan chicken salad. Y'all, that Venezuelan chicken salad. Oh my God. Oh, it is so good. I add something extra in mine though. I put black olives in mine, y'all. I love black olives. And I started loving black olives when I was pregnant with my second baby. I had never even eaten black olives. And I went to Subway because I used to love cold cut sandwiches when I was pregnant. I craved it with like mayo. And I went to Subway and they put some black olives on my sandwich. And I remember tasting it and dipping it in the mayonnaise, and I fell in love. And I've been loving black olives ever since. So, in my Venezuelan chicken salad, I put black olives. I cut them up and put them in there. It makes it even better. All my mac and cheese is the bomb. My baked mac and cheese, oh my God. I made some for Thanksgiving. I did baked mac and cheese for Thanksgiving. I did lasagna for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. My mother is basically cooking everything, and I'm doing the Venezuelan chicken salad. The car is a black Honda with tinted windows. Let me see something. Um, let me see. Uh, you better believe they're gonna get that baby. They're gonna get them babies. If they knew what was good for them, they'll let them babies out their car. Says authorities are searching for Nyla Jackson, 24, who allegedly. So they already know who the girl is.
The first ever.
Lord, please let them get returned safe and sound. The other one. Kyer Thomas was found abandoned and cold in an airport parking lot, but family, friends, and Columbus police are still searching for the brother, Kason. Lord have mercy. Hmm. They said members of the staff told Donata's Pizza, told Columbus police that Nyla Jackson, pictured right here, left the restaurant when Barnett walked in. Police have named her as the primary suspect. So she sent a text message. She said, I have your son. You would have to pay if you want him. You have less than 2 hours to give me $650. If not, his brains will be blown. I would hate to have to take an innocent life. Tell anyone about this, I would hurt him. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Whew.
And this morning, we continue to follow the breaking news. An Amber Alert still in effect, and the frantic search for a missing baby boy continues.
And we've closely been watching this story for you, an urgent plea from law enforcement.
So take a look. These are the latest pictures of the woman they're now looking for. That's Nyla Tamika Jackson. And according to police, 5-month-old Kasan Thomas is still missing. His twin brother was found yesterday at a Dayton airport after they were both in the back of a car that was stolen. Now, Jackson was last seen at a gas station where she asked the clerk if she could get some money. That's the picture you just saw. They said no, so she left that store. She drove off in that 2010 stolen Honda that's included in this Amber Alert. Now, as soon as we get any new updates, we'll let you know on air, also online. But if you see Jackson, if you recognize the baby, or if you even see that car, call police.
Wow. This is so sad. That's true, Lucius Tate. I agree. They're gonna have to get the drugs off of the street too. Because you could put all the resources you want to in the communities, but if people are messed up on drugs, it's not gonna do them a bit of good. Also, get a key fob signal blocker because people can hack your signal if the key is within 250 feet of the car. Wow. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I heard the Neo in your garage door opener as well. Oh wow. So get a signal blocker for your key fob. Lord have mercy. I agree. Why didn't they shut down the traffic? You know, they're supposed to have helicopters up in every city. Cause if she's passing through cities, they supposed to be waiting on her when she get in them cities. They say that it's like they know which way she's going. Hmm. I'll never leave my car running without me in it. I don't want my stuff stolen. Tamara, did you see Young Dolph's car on the showroom floor down in Atlanta at a car show? No, I didn't see it. I didn't see that. Hold on, let me see. Deshaun, where did you see that at? Yeah, they say that they're working on the Dolphland Museum. That's what I heard. Hold on, y'all. They are actually the ones who wrapped all the cars camo on Instagram. They are called Atlanta custard wraps. Mm. Well, she got family in Tennessee. They better not be trying to hide her. They better, as soon as she gets to them, they need to be calling the police. That's what they need to do. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscription button. We're just talking tonight because I had not gotten on today. I've been out all day. Y'all, Growth Heroes on live tonight. He was talking about his program that he's got coming up. So did y'all look at the Young Thug trial today? Didn't they say what's his name? YNF Lucci? Didn't he testify today or something? Oh, Juicy Fruit doing good. Juicy Fruit is doing really good. She's so spoiled. I miss her too. I love it when she's sucking on her bottle. Now she be wanting you to talk to her when you start, even if I'm talking on the phone, she'll be looking at me and she'll start grinning. I love it when she's sucking on her bottle, and if I start talking, she'll start grinning, and then all the milk just start running out of her mouth down her chin because she be trying to laugh. I was like, oh my God, it's so sweet. Look at her. I just be wearing her little cheeks out. I really want to keep her tomorrow, but I'm trying to see if I got something. I think I got I think I could keep her tomorrow. Do I have anything going on in the morning? No. I could keep it tomorrow. I said Juju is my poo-poo. I love her. I love her so much. Oh my God, I love her so much. I love that baby so much. Let me see if I got a picture of my Juicy Fruit. I call her Juicy Fruit. Yeah, I overdid it this holiday. I was in the giving spirit though. I I love the headbands. I love them too. Yeah, my juicy fruit. Let me see. I want to show y'all my juicy fruit. Let me see. Let's see. I don't have any new pictures of her. Hold on, y'all. I don't have no new pictures of her. I'm tempted to drop the link and let whoever come up that want to come up. She looking for photos like she don't have no. I know. I know. I know that's right, Lucius. I know. Oh my goodness. And she be up early too. Y'all see how she be up early? She be getting to my house like 5 and 6 in the morning. And she be wide awake. Uh-huh. Hold on, y'all. Um I know. I was looking for some from today. Normally my daughter be sending me some today, but I'll have some early in the morning when she get here. I love that baby so much. She is just, you know what? She looks so much like my baby. I want to show y'all how my baby. Hold on. I'm gonna see. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of my baby when she was a newborn baby. Hold on, y'all. I want to show y'all my grandbaby. Look at look at her when she was a baby. Oh my God. She was so juicy. Look, y'all. This is my daughter when she was 3 months old. This Juju's mother. That's Juju's mom. Y'all, that's Juju's mom right there when she was 3 months old. That's my little baby when she was 3 months. That's my oldest baby. So Juju looks a lot like her mother. That's my baby when she was 3 months. And I'm going to show y'all Juju. I'm going to show y'all Juicy Fruit. Hold on. This one, Juju just she was just born. She was just born on this picture. The one in the middle, she was just born. That's her mom. That's my daughter right there. That's her mother. But that's her in the middle. Look at my Juju. Oh my gosh, she was like 15 minutes old. She was like 15 minutes old. She favors her mother a lot too. But that's her little juicy stuff right there. Y'all see she came out 8 pounds, 9 ounces. So that was the exact day she was born. She looks a lot like her mom. I know, I miss her too. Now she looked like she looked like a little fat meatball when she was first born. I mean, she looked just like a meatball. And she looked like a meatball now. Lucia said too much aloe vera, needs somebody to take some for the team. What's too much aloe vera? Lucius, what you talking about? Lucius, what you talking about? What you and Demo Republican talking about? What you talking about when you say too much aloe vera needs somebody to take some for the team? What you talking about? I'm trying to figure out what you two talking about because I want to be in on the conversation. Too much aloe vera needs somebody to take some for the team. What does that mean? Um, yeah, I did have a story about aloe vera. And y'all, I love kissing Juju nose. I love kissing her little nose. I love kissing her little nose. Hold on, y'all. Dima says, did anyone hear Jay Prince say? Did any of y'all hear that? I was wondering. I heard some people say that. Did he really say F takeoff? Did he really say that? Did anybody else hear him say that? I heard about it, but didn't see it. I heard about it too. Mm, listen, I'm not gonna say it didn't happen because I never would have. We saw how he walked past Takeoff, like he didn't give a. Like he was just something in land, animal laying in the street. Wow. Roberta said she heard it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Well, we knew he didn't give a damn about him the way he just walked past him. And regardless to what anybody says, I think I don't think those dudes would have been shooting at that event if they had not been given the okay to start shooting. That's how I feel about it. I don't think they would have. Y'all see how the daddy acts? Lucia says, read the comment. Um, I saw a channel earlier that quit ready to tell on Makitas. Was it a credible? Do you think that wherever you heard that was it a credible channel? I don't know what channel it was, but was the channel credible? Lucia, do you think the channel was credible that said that? That mm. Dima says yes, and it sounded like a so it sounded like Orange Mound Quet. Oh, you talking about Jay Prince Jr. I bet it was him. Maybe he said that his friend was in the pod with Quet. No, Demon didn't change her name. They saying it sounded like him. I bet it was him, Jay Prince. But as far as the people who said that Orange Mountain Quet is that a credible source? Wow. Cause I don't know who it was that said it. Said he was crying and remorseful. Hey, KS yet? Well, yeah. I think he was already on the verge. I think he was already on the verge of a breakdown just based on his Instagram page. I mean on his Facebook page. Okay. Said he was crying and remorseful. Hmm. We just up chatting tonight. KS yet. It's too late to be crying. Well, didn't they have a court date? Then Orange Mountain Quest, somebody had a court date the other day, didn't they? Oh, he said his friend's name. I had not seen that on his page, but I hadn't been on Facebook today though. Hold on, y'all. I don't go on Facebook like that. I used to go on Facebook. I don't now. Let's see. I'm learning how to use Instagram, and I don't even go on there. Hardly. Now, now, whoever the person was said that their person is cellmates with Anthony Carpenter. Who was that? Somebody said did they say Anthony Carpenter? Anthony Carpenter in the Shelby County Jail. I wonder if this is the person right here. That's the only Anthony Carpenter in. Is it Carpenter? Carpenter. Is that his name? Anthony Carpenter. Oh, Wyman says okay. Okay, he's housed on the 4th floor. 4A. He said he's sharing the cell with Orange Mound Quet. Okay, he's housed in 4A. He's in 4A. Let me see what part Orange Mound Quet in. They probably be in the same cell. Let me see. Hernandez. Govan. I want to see what part Orange Mound Quet in. Because they probably housed right there together. Let's see. He was in 4A. And let me see what part, because they might be right next to each other. Let me see what part Orange Mound Quet in. That's Orange Mound Quet. Orange Mound Quet is in lower level J. Y'all sure he said they was housed together? Because Orange Mound Quet is showing to be in lower level, and that guy's on the 4th floor. The 4th floor is the jungle. Is that the right person that I pulled up? Because Orange Mound Quet is still downstairs in the lower level. The jungle laugh out loud. Lucille says, I'll stop commenting. Maybe is that the, she said, Lucille said she shared a link. Lucille, we don't see a link, didn't show up in the comments. We don't see a link. What did he say? What did he say verbatim? I have to go to the store, run before the winter storm. Anyone else got the weather coming their way? They said it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Y'all mean. I'm gonna go over there and see. Maybe we got the name wrong. If because I put in Anthony Carpenter. The Anthony Carpenter I put in is housed on the 4th floor. So maybe I got the name wrong. It's 35 degrees here in Missouri. Yes, in Texas at Roberta, we're supposed to get down to 19 degrees today. I went out yesterday and wrapped my pipes. 17, oh my God. 17 degrees. 901 Deshaun says, gotta be him. I seen his face a million times. Hmm. Hmm. But I have to say though, I have to say I've never heard True Results. And I've been to his channel a couple times. I've been to his channel a couple times. I've never heard him come for nobody else's channel. I got to be honest. I don't hear him trying to um I don't hear him trying to harass people, putting hits on people, threatening people, paying people to hack folks. I don't never, I've never seen, I don't think he does that. I've never heard him come from other people's channels, and I've seen his channel a few times, and just from the few times I've been on his channel, I never heard him do that. 17 degrees or a temperature like that will freeze and bust your pipes. No tea. Right. Yeah, he don't bother nobody. He don't bother nobody. I have to give him that. But I'm gonna see though, because the Anthony Carpenter I pulled up is on the 4th floor. So maybe that's not the person. Because the Anthony Carpenter I just pulled up is not cellmates. He's not cellies with Orange Mound Quet. A Republican says, is that E-Man? Just shared your live on my thank you, sweet babe Strawberry. I appreciate that so much. That's Hop CERN, the weather modification system. He kind of talks bad about Mia J. Really? Oh wow. King Deshaun. Roberta Garland says weatherman said out in the weather 20-minute tops for frostbite. Yes, y'all, please get the likes up. Make sure y'all get them likes up. What's her name? What's my sis name? I don't know why I'll be forgetting everybody's name, and I just looked at her name. I want to make sure I pulled the right person up. Alice. Was it Alice? Lucille. Lucille, did I pull up the right name? I just heard him say they are both in J-Pod. Well, here's Orange Mound Quet is in J-Pod. Now, Orange Mound Quet, now he telling the truth on that. Orange Mound Quet is in J-Pod. Okay. But if this is the guy right here, wait a minute, not him. And that's the only Anthony Carpenter that I saw. This is the Anthony Carpenter that they say that tried to shoot the police officer. I believe that's him. But on here it says he's in 4A. He's in 4A. He's up on the 4th floor. He's a real high in the jungle. Orange Mound Quet is still down in the lower level, so that couldn't be the guy. That's why I was asking, did I get the name right? Lord have mercy. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. I tell you. Well, I mean, they got on the site that he on the fourth floor. I don't know though. This is something happened in Dallas. It's about to be 19 degrees here for Christmas. We already know it's November in Buffalo, New York. Wow. Well, it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Yeah, the computer info could be wrong. It could be. It's usually not because um classifications classifications is one of the most important departments in the jail because they house the inmates and they have to make sure that the system is consistently updated so that all the inmates can be accounted for. Um, it's very seldom that they put something on a site and it's not that. As far as their housing, because they have to be accounted for 24 hours a day. Those pipes busted, no power for days. You know what? I be hating when February come around because that's normally when we get ice storms and stuff in February. Oh, his clothes are all crooked. As if they had to drag him in a picture. They probably beat his ass. He shot a police officer. They probably whooped his ass. But it's funny that he only got aggravated assault charges. That's why I said maybe I wonder if that's him. He said, "Good old tax time." I be having to pay in taxes. It don't shoot. I wish I got income tax like everybody else. I wish I had something to. I would love February too if I got taxes. Oh, this right here is snuggle. It's cuddle season. This is cuddle season. When most men be on their best behavior, most men and women be on their best behavior. So that they could get a Christmas gift. Nuzi, you said don't do my my month. I wait to file. I have to pay too, Lucille. Oh Lord. Girl, shoot. Some of these girls be getting 10 to $15,000 in taxes. Tam, tell them to give you your tax. I wish. Them Republican, I wish. Lucia said, it's cold outside, T. Do you blame them? Oh my God. I'm telling you. It's cuddle season. These folks is out here. Oh Lord. I'm telling y'all, I've tried to warn these women. Don't say I didn't try to warn y'all now. It's tax season. That's when these men, they start trying to come back. They realize I had missed it, did you? You ain't heard from him until after Thanksgiving. He started coming around for Christmas so he can get a Christmas. He want to get that big old Christmas gift. Oh, some people get 30. Oh my God. How they get 30,000, Lucille? How they get 30? Shoot. They they start coming back around after Thanksgiving, and they stay until the end of February. They act right until the beginning of March. All the income tax money be gone by the middle of March. That's what I need to do. Okay, yes, yet. That's what I need to do. The IRS better have Tam's money. The IRS better have her money. I'm telling you, I wish they did have some for me. Oh, I wish. Whew. Lord have mercy. Me too. I only see a refund if I return something to the store. I'm telling you, shoot. These girls be getting 10 and 15,000. It's no cap in taxes, believe it or not. Wow. I wonder why these girls don't take their money and start some type of legitimate business. They could save 2 income tax checks and start a legitimate business. If they getting 10 and 15,000, there's a YouTuber from Memphis that received $30,000. You already know. I want to ask you the name so bad. Lord knows I do. A YouTuber from Memphis received 30. I'm trying to think. It ain't that many damn YouTubers from Memphis. It's me, Player Cole, True Results. Those are the only 3 that I know. I'm trying to think if there's another YouTuber from Memphis that I'm familiar with. I don't know any other ones. I get a boost of money since I got earned income to credit, but they get 30K because they put down false information. Yeah. Dang it, how many kids can you claim? No domestic fight calls happening during. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Whew, Lord have mercy. Give me a hint, Lucia. Give me initials. 901 said cussing pastor. King Deshaun. I never heard of the Underground King. Underground King. I never heard of him. Tax money, get your tax money. I would be afraid. These folks these people are not afraid to be messing with the government like that. Especially if they getting some money they know they shouldn't be getting. I wouldn't want it. I just gonna pay in my taxes and just leave me alone. LB. Let me try to think. LB. Oh my God. Um, LB. I still don't know. Like all those PPP loans, they are eating and reposting. I'm telling you, ain't got a pot to piss into this day. And they're about to get in trouble for that. They get ready to get them for that. And they done flew all across the country eating lobster tails and shrimp. Ain't never in their life had a damn lobster tail. Now they home living with mamas. Like Luther from Set It Out said, I don't mess with the I, the R, and the S. I'm telling you. Repo man, I'm telling you, they always go get a car and they can never keep up the note. They lose it by May. You're right, because the man that they got, he probably been erected by May. And then he gone on back home. He goes back home. He said Lex and LB. I never heard of them. I never heard of a Lex and LB. 78 Chevy boy. A lot of people got loan forgiveness from the PPP loans. Whew, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Mm. The hint is the RV trailer. Oh my God. Um, I don't know why I can't think of it. A lot of women most definitely can start their own business. Yeah, they can start. Instead, they be trying to show the man a good time. They stays at the Red Hooks buying up all the shrimp and lobster. I'm telling you. When they got that PPP money, they went and bought so much shrimp and lobster, they was having to close down early every day because they had bought all the fish out. They couldn't even stay stocked up because they was in there eating every day, posting it on Facebook that they was at Red Hooks. I'm at the Red Pier. All those places. Like I said, probably had never eaten a damn lobster tail a day in their life, and they was bragging about paying $100 for 2 lobster tails. Half them fools living in the projects and gave him the address as a business. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. They took it down on Facebook, showing the 30K. Oh my God. That's right, but won't pay their rent. Sitting up talking about their landlord could give them some extra money. They wouldn't even pay their damn rent. They wouldn't even pay their rent. Lucille, you might as well go ahead and tell it. we can't guess no more. You're gonna have to go on, just put it on out there. Demopublican said, let those lobsters live. Lord have mercy. Demopublican now. Normally I'd be an advocate for letting animals live and stuff, but them lobster tails be off the chain. I ain't gonna even lie, I loves them. I be dunking them in the damn garlic butter, trying to choke them down fast as I can. I feels bad afterwards though, because it's wrong. Because we be seeing those lobsters swimming when we walk into Red Lobster and stuff. They look like they be so sad. They be wanting to get out of that tank. I didn't know they grabs them and go put them on this and boil them. Oh, I don't think I could ever eat another lobster tail again. Until they have all you can eat at the damn casino. New to you says, oh yes, in Cali, it was 300 envelopes in folks' mailbox using folks' name, same address for those loans. Oh my God. They can't manage themselves or children. So how will they manage money and start a business? Lord have mercy. I love fish. I love codfish. I love brim. I love crappie. I love bass is pretty good. Bass is okay. When we used to go fishing, we caught a lot of bass fish, but we caught a lot of brims though. The brims are so good. I never see them selling brims in the grocery store. We would scale them and gut them and put flour on, season them, put flour on them. And but we went fishing and caught them. Oh my God, we used to be so happy when we caught a catfish. My grandmother used to say, I got a cat, when they would catch a catfish. And I think about it now, it was so wrong. They used to skin the catfish. It would still be alive in the sink. And they'll be pulling the skin off of it. That was just cruel. I bet that fish was hurting. I don't think I can eat no catfish no more. I'm gonna fry all those ones I got in there and bake them in my freezer. And I'm not gonna buy no more. I got to cook them. I got to go ahead and cook them. I like to grill them because I paid $32 for the bag, so I got to eat them. Me too. Perch, cat, buffalo. Oh, buffalo is my favorite fish, but I have to fry buffalo. I love big bone buffalo. And I used to love it when we caught a big bone buffalo. Oh my God. That's my favorite fish at this point, to fry big bone buffalo. I love fishing. He said you got to throw the mudfish back, especially if they don't have a job. Oh my God. I love fish. You know what? I feel so terrible that I got that. I bought a big box of catfish fillet. And I'm gonna tell you something. They thick too. I have to cut them twice. I have to cut them twice to make them thin because they're too thick. But I'm telling you, it be so good. Crappie is the best. I've never had crappie. Daryl, I've never had crappie. But I miss going fishing. I remember the tadpoles used to get on the line, try to, and we didn't like that when we would pull up a tadpole. I remember one of the last times we went fishing, my mama got frustrated. It was a little baby fish that kept eating her worm off of her hook. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I like fishing with the cane poles. I like the canes. I don't like that line, whatever you call it, the reel when you throw it out in the water. I don't know. I don't like that. I like the canes. Oh my God. And they let him do it? He ate up his pet fish? Oh my God. Oh God. You know what? Sometimes I be praying. I was like, Lord, because I did pescatarian one time. I only ate seafood. I didn't eat no other meat. I walked into my mama house one day, and I did it for a year, and I felt so good. And I walked into my mama house one time. It wasn't nothing but the devil. And she had on her homemade biscuits, her homemade breakfast biscuits, and she was cooking some bacon. And I couldn't resist it for some reason. That bacon was smelling so good, and that's how I got back on meat. But I don't eat pork anymore. Every now and again, if I see the only time I eat pork is if I see my peppered bacon in like Kroger. It's peppered. For some reason I can't walk past it. But I've been eating chicken bacon. It's good. I wish they'd do some peppered chicken bacon because I love pepper. But the pet fish died and he didn't want to throw it away. So he wanted the fish to be a part of him. Lord have mercy. Oh Lord. Oh, chicken bacon is good. Turkey bacon is not good to me. It's too dry. I can't do nothing with turkey bacon. I make really good homemade biscuits. My great auntie taught me how to do it. Cause we used to love to eat her homemade biscuits with molasses. Oh my God, she had the best homemade biscuits. My great grandmother taught her how to do it. And a lot of times, because it was so many of us growing up, they used to be down in my great aunt's house. Shoot, when all the kids would spend the night down there, that's what we would eat. Like biscuits with molasses. That's when molasses was good. And it was different. It didn't now Who mugshot? Oh, let me take him down. That's that Carpenter guy. Oh, chicken bacon is good. I just want some peppered chicken bacon. I don't like turkey bacon. It's too dry. Whew. I wish I didn't have to do nothing tomorrow. I'm trying to see when's the next time I'm gonna have a free day. I think I'm gonna have a free day on Saturday. Am I? I am. I'm supposed to be working on a report tonight, but I'm gonna start working on it tomorrow. Farmers market is where it's at for eggs, fruit, and vegetables. Yeah. And I buy ground chicken too. I buy ground chicken. And tomorrow I'm gonna make me some tacos. And I'm gonna put my ground chicken in it. It'd be so good. I've been going on YouTube though to find me some recipes for healthier recipes. Mm-mm. I be hating when my beautician make mistakes on my hair. I'm just real finicky about that. I am. I don't like that. I was looking at my nail polish today. My nail polish is not supposed to chip, and it chipped. So I think the people that I've been going to, I'm getting ready to find me another nail shop. Because that's the second time I went and got that gel nail polish and my nail polish chipped. I do not like chipped nail polish on my fingers, period. It do something to my nerve for my fingers and stuff to look raggedy. I don't like chipped nail polish. And you pay extra. You have to pay them folks, I believe, $30 extra for that gel nail. I'm not going back. I'm through. I'm not going back to them. I'm going to find me another nail shop. My hairstylist made a mistake on my hair tonight too, because I just realized that they probably don't let them cure long enough. Yummy smoked turkey. Ooh, yeah, I love smoked turkey legs. Oh, Roberta says she's doing a taco casserole tomorrow. I'm doing grilled taco. I'm gonna do tacos with chicken. ground chicken. I almost grow hero his butt. I had a homeless guy ask for some change, so I gave him a handful of change. This ninja threw the pennies on the ground, talking about he don't do pennies. Oh Lord, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody arrogant now. That means he must got some money. Choosy beggar. Y'all making me want to go pig out. Yes, indeed. Oh my God. I be liking to grill my meat, but it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Let's see. I think I might try this recipe. Oh, I can't pull that up because they'll strike my channel. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. And y'all, I like to put lime. I always like to on my tacos. I always like to squeeze lime on top of my tacos. You have time to call in tonight, working 8 to 11:45. Okay, Neo, have a good night. I hate most to see a beggar with a homeless sign that says vet. Yeah. I hate it when they have their children and stuff out there. They say a lot of those professional beggars make a lot of money. Hey, street politics. Thanks, blessings to you. Also, I appreciate it. You're welcome. Got my electric bill canceled Christmas and got my electric bill and canceled Christmas. You know what? I was thinking about that tonight. I was like, oh Lord, I wonder what my electric bill gonna look like, cause I think I'm Miss T hungry. Some people who claim to be homeless are not. Oh no, they're not homeless. They're professional beggars, and they be living good. They be having big homes and stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all, we've been on here almost 3 hours. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. And shout out to player coach Street Politics. He's a Memphian. He said 2 more hours ago, oh my God, I'll be laying here on my couch with my head back and my mouth open, snoring while everybody's still in the chat communicating. I remember last year I was my body was so tired. Last year, I remember around this time, well, like around October, I had taken we had taken so many cases. When I would get home, this is how tired I was because I was working all the time. I would fall out and go to sleep, and then I would wake up at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. My mouth would be wide open. I'd be sitting up on the couch with all the lights still on. Like I was just falling out and going to sleep because I was just so tired. With my laptop in my hand, or the papers that I had just printed off in my hands, like I was toe up from the floor up. I was so tired. Yeah, player coach said, ain't it, man? He said, I got some juice, but I'll tell y'all later. Yep, I fell asleep listening, then woke up, joined the live. So no to Bilderberg and Illuminati politics and stuff is dirty. Say no to Bilderberg. Politics. Them Republican, you sound like Van. Van ain't been on here in a few nights. Up under that name, he haven't. Darius is main on that grind P truck trapping. Hmm. Van was in here earlier. I didn't see him. I did not see him. Yeah. He said street politics, as Tony the Tiger used to say, great. He said, ain't it, man? Van got pills to pop. Oh my. And parts to men. Oh my God. Yeah, Van seemed cool. He do. He seems cool. I can't take that from him. He do. Y'all know, so I have not seen Big Stepper in here. Big Stepper ain't been in here in a while. Big Stepper hadn't been in here in a little while. Hey, Robin Richardson. Big Stepper was on us Player Code's page today. Van sent shouts out. He said Van sent shout. I did not see Van. If he was on here, I completely forgot. I must be tired. I did not. I don't remember seeing him. New to you, why you pissed at Big Stepper? Big Stepper we know he worked for CMG. He already know we on to him. Now, if we was talking about CMG, Big Stepper would appear. I'm telling you, he would. That's the only, they'll call him. They gonna call him and tell him you need to go jump on that live. And he be out of breath too when he get on. He gonna tap into Mark. I'm telling you, because he probably already watching. So Big Stepper on his way to Mexico. Y'all think Big Stepper trying to get out of Dodge? He done been capping all year for people. He been being a Captain Saver hoe. I'm talking about for some of these men. Yes, she is. She is. I know. A Christian say you still. I am. I'm gonna get ready to get off. We've been on almost 3 hours, y'all. It's still 85 people on, but I'm tired. I can't even think on if I gotta be out early in the morning or not. I think I'm gonna be able to keep my grandbaby tomorrow. Yeah, it's cold outside. He cuffing. His girlfriend probably been over there for the holiday, so he can't get on. Isn't he going to change his name? I just making a suggestion. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he probably will change it to Vanessa. All right, y'all. We've been on here almost 3 hours. It's almost 2:00 in the morning. I have really enjoyed you guys. Y'all hung in there with me tonight. I really appreciate you guys. I want you to know that I just want to thank you all for supporting my channel. I ask God to shield and protect you all tonight as you sleep. No weapon formed against you or I or any of my family members or yours shall prosper. Anything that rises up will be condemned. I want you guys to know that I love you guys and I want you to have a good night. I'll talk with you later.